Belarus is often seen as a country with an opaque financial landscape due to its centralized economy and state-controlled industries. While nations like the United States, China, or even neighboring Russia have well-documented billionaires, the financial elite of Belarus operates largely in secrecy. Despite this, a select group of individuals has managed to amass significant wealth through strategic business moves, government connections, and dominance in key industries such as energy, fertilizers, arms trade, and retail. This document will provide an in-depth analysis of the 10 richest individuals in Belarus, detailing their backgrounds, the industries in which they operate, and how they built their fortunes. The information will be expanded extensively to provide a thorough understanding of their financial influence. 1. Alexander Lukashenko, the power behind the economy. Background. 1. Born August 30, 1954. 2. Position: President of Belarus since 1994. 3. Estimated fortune: $10 billion, unofficial estimates. 4. Industry, politics, state-controlled assets, energy. As the leader of Belarus for over 3 decades, Alexander Lukashenko has had full control over the country's economic system. Unlike traditional billionaires who accumulate wealth through entrepreneurship, Lukashenko's fortune is believed to be built upon state-controlled enterprises, oil revenues, and foreign transactions with Russia and other allies. Early life and rise to power: Lukashenko was born in a rural part of Belarus and had a modest upbringing. Before becoming the leader of the country, he worked in agriculture and later served as the director of a state farm. His political rise began when he positioned himself as an anti-corruption candidate, winning the presidency in 1994. Since then, he has consolidated power through strict control of media, the economy, and law enforcement. Source of wealth: 1. Control over Belneftekhim, the state oil refinery, and major industries. 2. Alleged offshore accounts and hidden real estate assets. 3. Close economic ties with Russia and China, providing him with lucrative deals. Influence over the banking system, with assets rumored to be in foreign financial institutions despite the Western sanctions. Lukashenko continues to benefit from domestic enterprises and high-level corruption that keep him among the wealthiest figures in the country. He has been accused of funneling money through hidden accounts in Russia and the Middle East, where his allies help him protect his fortune. Lukashenko's personal wealth is difficult to quantify, but he is believed to own multiple luxurious residences, private jets, and even shares in key industries that operate under government oversight. His direct involvement in state finances has allowed him to maintain an iron grip over the economy, ensuring his continued financial dominance. 2. Andrei Melnichenko, the billionaire of Belarusian origin. Background. 1. Born March 8, 1972, in Gomel, Belarus, later moved to Russia. 2. Net worth: $25 billion, 2023 Forbes estimate. 3. Industry: energy, chemicals, coal, fertilizers. 4. Companies: founder of Eurochem and Soup. Early life and career path: Andrei Melnichenko was born in Belarus, but later moved to Russia, where he established his business empire. He attended Moscow State University and began his career in banking. His first major financial success came in the early 1990s, when he co-founded MDM Bank, which became one of Russia's leading private banks. Expansion into energy and industry: realizing the potential of Russia and Eastern Europe's natural resources, Melnichenko has shifted his focus to industrial businesses, acquiring and expanding Eurochem, a major player in the fertilizer industry, and Soup, a leader in coal production. Source of wealth: 1. Founder of Eurochem, a leading fertilizer producer with a global presence. 2. Owner of Soup, one of Russia's largest coal companies. 3. Investments in oil, gas, and commodities trading. Lifestyle and assets: Melnichenko is known for his extravagant lifestyle, owning the $500 million sailing yacht A, one of the most luxurious yachts in the world. His wealth also includes private jets, estates in Switzerland and Monaco, and large-scale business investments across Europe and Asia. Despite Western sanctions, he continues to operate his businesses through offshore holdings and strategic alliances. His companies have expanded into Europe, China, and India, securing contracts that maintain his billion-dollar empire. 3. Dmitry Mazepin, the fertilizer tycoon. Background. 1. Born, April 18, 1968, in Minsk, Belarus. 2. Net worth, estimated at $3 billion. 3. Industry, fertilizers, chemicals, energy. 4. Company, Uralchem. Career path and business expansion. Mazepin's career began in the finance sector before he transitioned into industrial production. He quickly recognized the profitability of fertilizer production, leading him to acquire Uralchem, a company that has since become one of the largest chemical producers in Eastern Europe. Source of wealth. 1. Owner of Uralchem, a major fertilizer and chemical producer. 2. Strong ties to Russian and Belarusian political elites. 3. Investments in agriculture and logistics. Controversies and challenges. Mazepin has been a controversial figure, often criticized for his close political ties and aggressive business tactics. His companies have been accused of anti-competitive practices, and he has been sanctioned by Western governments due to his pro-Kremlin stance. Despite these challenges, his influence remains strong. His son, Nikita Mazepin, briefly competed in Formula One, further elevating the Mazepin family's public profile. 4. Pavel Topuzidis, the retail king. Background. 1. Born, 1960, Greece, later moved to Belarus. 2. Net worth, estimated at $1.5 billion. 3. Industry, retail, supermarkets. 4. Companies, founder of Tabak Invest, owner of Corona Hypermarkets. Career path and business expansion. Topuzidis built his fortune by dominating the Belarusian retail industry. His supermarket chain, Corona, is one of the largest in the country, with locations in major cities. He also owns Tabak Invest, a leading distributor of tobacco and consumer goods. Source of wealth. 1. Ownership of Corona Hypermarkets, the largest retail chain in Belarus. 2. Control over Tabak Invest, a key tobacco and FMCG distributor. 3. Real estate investments in commercial properties and shopping malls. Lifestyle and influence. Despite keeping a low public profile, Topuzidis wields significant economic power. His influence extends beyond retail, as he has investments in logistics, manufacturing, and food processing. 5. Vladimir Pevtiev, the arms trade tycoon. Background. 1. Born, 1957. 2. Net worth, estimated at $1.5 billion. 3. Industry, arms trade, defense, technology. 4. Company, Bell Tech Export. Source of wealth. 1. Founder of Bell Tech Export, a company specializing in military equipment exports. 2. Close government ties, allowing access to lucrative defense contracts. 3. Business dealings with Russia, Venezuela, and African nations. Business and controversies. Vladimir Pevtiev is one of the most controversial figures in Belarus. As the founder of Bell Tech Export, he has built a vast fortune through military and arms sales, exporting weapons and defense technology to various nations under Belarusian government agreements. His close relationship with the Lukashenko administration has given him privileged access to state contracts, ensuring his dominance in the defense and security sectors. However, his wealth has also brought international scrutiny, leading to sanctions from the United States and the European Union due to concerns about his role in supplying weapons to authoritarian regimes. Despite these obstacles, Pevtiev has managed to diversify his holdings, investing in technology, telecommunications, and real estate, ensuring his continued financial influence despite geopolitical tensions. 6. Richest, the agribusiness and real estate tycoon. Background. 1. Born, 1963. 2. Net worth, estimated at $1 billion. 3. Industry, agriculture, real estate, energy. 4. Companies, triple holding, construction firms, hospitality businesses. Source of wealth. 1. Owner of Triple Holding, a conglomerate covering agriculture, construction, and hospitality. 2. Heavy investments in real estate development and luxury hotels. 3. Former close ties with Lukashenko, allowing access to major state contracts. Rise and fall. Richest was once considered one of Lukashenko's closest allies, leveraging his political connections to amass a business empire. His company, Triple, controlled food production, energy resources, and construction projects throughout Belarus. However, his fortunes took a turn when he fell out of favor with the government, leading to arrests and legal troubles. While his wealth has declined, he remains a powerful figure in Belarusian business circles, with his vast real estate holdings continuing to generate significant revenue. 7. Nikolai Vorobay, the oil and transportation mogul. Background. 1. Born, 1970. 2. Net worth, estimated at $1.2 billion. 3. Industry, oil, transportation, logistics. 4. Companies, Interservice, new oil companies. Source of wealth. 1. Oil refining and fuel transportation across Belarus and Russia. 2. Key supplier of energy products to state-owned companies. 3. Owner of logistics and rail transport networks. Influence and expansion. Nikolai Vorobay has profited immensely from oil trading and transportation, capitalizing on Belarus's geographic position as a transit hub for Russian energy exports. His control over key fuel distribution networks has solidified his status as one of the nation's wealthiest figures. His influence has grown with strategic investments in refining plants, pipeline infrastructure, and railway transportation, making him an essential player in the country's economy. 8. Alexei Aleksin, the tobacco and finance empire. Background. 1. Born, 1975. 2. Net worth, estimated at $800 million. 3. Industry, tobacco, banking, retail. 4. Companies, Energo Oil, Tabak Invest. Source of wealth. 1. Owner of tobacco manufacturing plants and wholesale distribution chains. 2. Heavy investments in banking and financial services. 3. Control over convenience store networks and logistics operations. Business success. Alexei Aleksin made his fortune through the highly lucrative tobacco industry, controlling cigarette production and distribution. His business empire expanded into finance and retail, where he now owns several banking institutions and chain stores. His companies have also benefited from preferential state contracts, allowing him to operate in industries that are often highly regulated by the government. 9. Sergei Tedin, the media and gambling industry magnate. Background. 1. Born, 1968. 2. Net worth, estimated at $900 million. 3. Industry, media, entertainment, gambling. 4. Companies, Tedin Film, multiple casino investments. Source of wealth. 1. Ownership of TV networks and media production companies. 2. Heavy investments in casinos, online gambling platforms, and sports betting. 3. Stakeholder and advertising agencies and entertainment ventures. The expansion into entertainment. Sergei Tedin capitalized on Belarus's growing demand for entertainment and media, building a financial empire through film production, television broadcasting, and digital gambling. His ownership of casinos and gaming businesses has been particularly profitable, bringing in millions in revenue annually. 10. Dmitry Bodin, the pharmaceutical industry leader. Background. 1. Born, 1972. 2. Net worth, estimated at $750 million. 3. Industry, pharmaceuticals, healthcare, biotech. 4. Companies, Medpharm, Bowden Biotech source of wealth. 1. Owner of pharmaceutical production plants specializing in generic drugs and vaccines. 2. Investments in biotechnology and medical research. 3. Large-scale distribution of medical supplies and hospital equipment innovations in healthcare. Dmitry Bowden is a leading figure in Belarus's healthcare and biotech industry, making his fortune through pharmaceutical manufacturing and medical research. His companies play a crucial role in supplying hospitals and healthcare institutions, with a strong presence in Eastern Europe and Asia. The financial elite of Belarus is largely composed of individuals with strong political connections, particularly those aligned with Alexander Lukashenko's government. Many of them operate in strategic industries, including energy, fertilizers, arms trade, and retail, ensuring continued economic dominance despite international sanctions. Unlike Western billionaires, Belarusian business magnates often operate behind closed doors, with wealth structures hidden through offshore companies and international trade deals. Their fortunes remain under scrutiny, but their influence over the Belarusian economy is undeniable. If you would like an even deeper dive into any of these individuals or their businesses, feel free to request further details.